Alright. Oh, I was reading. Got distracted. That was longer than I meant to. Alright, wait. Okay, so I started to work on some book stuff to make it where I had some customizable books. Where I was gonna do 2 variants and then add a I don't know if it would be best to just add like a little strip that I can customize on them. Or to do something else. But let's see, let's go, where's my book? I think I have it, right? I think I have a book spawner. Nope. That's a different thing. Book spawn. Nope. Okay, so that's for another thing. It'd be this plus that. Okay, so this book closed. 3 stack. Both those can be deleted. Book closed. Those will be book. Yes. Well, book. BP book spawner. This can be. Oh, that was weird. This can be removed. And then. Why do I have 2 versions of this? And why are both kind of. Well, let's delete this one. And share good. Hello. Alright. And then where do I go from there? Yes, I'm just trying to get rid of some of these. Like we have multiple versions of this. Interior prop. Book open, book open. These are 2 different books, but one's not scaled at all. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a thing. No. Whatever. I ended up just making a copy of the same thing. Not what I meant to do. Oy. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. What did I do off stream? I cleaned up some of this, a little bit more. I want to do, there's some collectible stuff. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Taking it slow today. It's called. When did they put this in? Okay, so I still want to have that. Kind of Taking it slow, figuring out here and then it's been overly hot. Yeah, today's been, oh wow. Yeah, for me today, I got a extreme heat warning at, like 5 a.m. this morning. I think today was on the cooler side of, we only hit like 103, 104. It's like 69, 70 Celsius. Where next week it's going to be like 83 Celsius, 111, whatever you want to tell your degrees in. I'm literally looking at my weather right now and it's saying it's going to be 113 with clouds. Oh, those are the fun days. Oh, God. And maybe, yeah. Yep. I definitely know that. I live in the desert, so. Yeah, stay hydrated. Okay. I'm thinking, I wonder. Let's check some of the test projects that we have. I wonder if there's anything that has like, almost wanting like, yeah. Well, good that you're okay. Didn't have to stay overnight. I've had to do that way too many times. Um, yeah. Well, depending on how bad it was when you were in the sun too, it could that's something that you'll either get over quickly or you're gonna hate the sun for the rest of your life. Like, it doesn't sound like you passed out or anything, but if you get like sunstroke or whatever, you'll yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there's some people, if you get sick based on the sun, and sometimes it ends up being where that's how it is for the rest of your life. You can't sit in it more than half an hour after that. But it doesn't sound like you got that sick. Yeah, yeah. Now I get that. Like, our weather's been, even though I'm in the desert and it's very hot, um, our weather's been kind of like, it's been weird this year because we've had like, when like summer would normally start is around now, but instead what we've been having is like, uh, yeah. No, I mean, it doesn't freaking, I get, it's where you're from. That's how you can handle weather. I get that completely. Looking for a test project. There we go. Can it read? Um, no, like we've been having it where like we've been having like 30-degree variance in weather. Where like it was. Here, let's see. So I can actually. Uh, in so like we've been having it where it's going from like 25, 26 degrees to the freaking to the a much hotter. How do I see this? I want to see it in to like I guess this would be 37 degrees. So like our range for the day, except now we're entering like summer, which is that's where I'm gonna have it be like 40, 45 degrees Celsius. I hate it. Last year, I think there was like 100 straight days above 100 Fahrenheit. Freaking. So that's like, what would that be? Oh man, yeah, I can't even. Ugh. I hate it. I'm not from like the desert where I live either. I'm from more like beach weather. So it's not for me. I hate it. Moved to Illinois and yeah. Yeah. Well, Illinois is a weird one too because that's like in the north. Um but also like in the like like it's almost north enough to get that cold weather during the year, but also the East Coast in general is colder for us. But then it also suffers from like the humidity and warm, um, like the heat that like the western states get. Um, so like it kind of gets a depending on where they are, it's kind of a you get both, and then you also get freaking cold when we went to freaking yeah. So I'm in Arizona and like we have zero humidity basically most of the year. Um, but I grew up in like California where there's some humidity. Um, but it's a lot cooler. Um, so like I now my body can't even handle the humidity here of like the lack thereof. So my nose is like, nope, I hate you. Um, it's something you definitely if you grow up around it, it's so weird. Or to go like I can't imagine going to Florida. Like I've gone to Wisconsin and they're a huge humidity too, and it's just ridiculous. Where it's like, oh, my body can't handle these changes. Um, let's see. I thought I'd look at some like props I can maybe add to my game without kind of. Let's see. They got a little ceiling sign. This looks so tiny in this. Maybe just the scale of this level. Okay, so we could do that and reskin that, I guess, if I wanted. Um, man, co-op horror game. Yeah. I think you had told me about it. Or at least mentioned it. Um, Devour? I don't think I've heard of that. There's a movie. I'll click on it. Let's see. Oh, the game, not the. Oh, okay. I think horror is one of those great areas to do like indie dev development because not completed areas are fine. So if something breaks, it's scary. Um, but it's something that I don't play it enough because I think I could do it really well, but I don't play enough horror to be like, oh, okay, this is gonna be scary, or this is what we need to do here. Um, I do have this idea for a VR underwater horror game. Um, that I think would be really freaking great, but like I'd have to do stuff that I'm not capable of doing. Um, Mainly just simulating water because that in itself is terrifying and would make so many people not able to play it. He's just gonna oh nice, cool. Um, yeah, like I think horror is a really cool like it's one of those things where it's a large indie genre in itself. So like it has one of those it's got that long tail, right? Where literally players will discover it over time and be okay with it. As long as it's scary, it's always going to be fun, no matter if it's a year from now or 10 years from now. Um, Even multiplayer type stuff, like as long as they're able to do it still. Because I think you'll notice that, like, and it will be where, like, I think that's what a lot of streamers default to. Um, Available at the same time. Nah, that's way too easy. Unless it's like the front and back door of a house, it also wouldn't make sense. Um, but you know what I mean? I think it's one of those genres where it's like, there's other genres where it kind of goes through phases, but I think, like, horror is that one thing that, like, streamers and other people play when they're out of other games to play, so they'll just play some horror games to have content. Because it's nearly guaranteed. It will either be, this isn't fun, or it's literally, you know, everyone loves getting scared and watching that content. Not that that has to be something people worry about, but it's one of those things. Like, that's how I see things. Okay, so I was trying to see. I thought I had more like office props. Maybe it's not mod engineer, but is it this one? Okay, so this is a different map than I thought it was. No wonder it doesn't have the stuff I thought it would. We might be able to use stuff like this. Like, I like the idea of that. Need some little arrows. Like, that's something that's, unless they did this in a really weird way. Okay. I mean, they kind of did. It's literally, why have so many masks? I mean, I guess it's all the same mask, but what are they doing here? Hold on. So they have one mask, and then a second mask. That's not going to be used because what they did for the color mask. Sometimes they overcomplicated some stuff. Because look, this is the simple thing. There's an RGB. We can do this. But we just feed in a color. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to set it up for other materials. Is this a base for the other? Okay, so this is the base for the other stuff. So that makes sense. But if you have something masked out, you don't actually have to color. You don't have to have it diffuse. You can just literally do anything. All right, so let's see. What were you saying? Yeah, we did it with door VP and key VP are merged together with variables and arrays and settable instance. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I like have stuff set up. If we go to in here, oh, the door. Why can't I turn? What the heck? There we go. Okay. The doors themselves don't know about any locker. The doors themselves only know about a locked or unlocked state, and then whether or not they need more than one trigger, aka more than one thing to tell them to unlock. And then they know specifically only things towards the door, right? They know their door open sound, their delay. If it's a special door, it will show a camera view of the door opening. And then the length it takes to open. And then I have things like this, where this has a reference like this, and it will say, okay, this is the door I want you to open. Let me just select it. It makes it super easy to set up in game, and then we also don't have to have anything referencing each other. In fact, this does not even know if it's opening a door. This only knows that it is calling an actor, and it is telling that actor, hey, do this event. And by that, I don't mean like cast to door. It's doing a interface event of saying interface, And then I have an interface event that's on player action, whatever. And that's how everything gets open. This works the same exact way. Literally everything works that way. It makes it easy because then you can have a door. Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to like think like that when you're making stuff, because then I can that means this. Well, this can unlock that. I can also make literally anything else be able to unlock that state. So that means I can make a pickup key that's assigned to this as well, and as long as it calls that interface, right? This is my interface call. This is all the interface is doing, and then the door itself is handling opening. And the nice thing about that is that means this door doesn't know about anything about how it can open it, right? So the size, is a little large because holy crap. Why is this so large? Why is this on here? Oh, I guess this is the, okay. I got it. That's not actually that big, too. But either way, we have it where... Wait a second. Wait a second. Controller interface. That's going to be on there. Oh, this little thing. See, now I'm going, oh god, what happened? No, I don't... This actually shouldn't be on here. Because why does this need to know about base pickup? Does this use the main function? Something from the main function library? Whatever. No. It shouldn't. It just uses interactable. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to figure out what's happening. Oh, it might be this. Because I'm checking if it has a required quest, so something in there might have something. And then... No. None of that shit. I'll fix that later. It's always good to have it where things are separated, because then I can export this to another project. As long as I have that interface, it's fine. Okay. Let's go back over here, though. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Let's just make another... What kind of stuff they got? Voltage sign. Emergency. High wattage. Okay, we can use all these, I guess. Probably simplify them. They all have this, this diffuse stuff. For no reason. Like, they also probably don't need to be metal. I'll look back at that. Okay, so I was actually looking for science lab, maps, overview. I've got all my basically marketplace content in one folder. We could probably use like the tileable floor or something from this as well. I like this floor. Figure something out like that. Okay, so this is the one we were in the other day. I had figured nothing else because everything shares the material. And it's gross. I hate it. Yeah. That's not a bad door, but freaking it probably shares as half of its thing be useless. Alright, sci-fi kit dash. See this one, doing an overview. Actually might need some water too. I freaking was out and about earlier. Ugh. When this opens and loads, I'm gonna actually go grab some water. Alright. You know what I said? When I'm making the lab area, I was like, you know what I need? I need a space jet thing. That's what I've always been missing. Is space jet. Okay, so I know what project this is from now. Honestly, I probably would take these barrels. Let's see. They're not bad compared to other assets that I see everywhere. I actually like these floors as well. Yeah. I would take something like this if I had somewhere to put it, honestly. Because I've always liked this asset pack. I've just not. It's one of those things where it's like I didn't really design around the idea of something like these. I don't have space for them. Stuff like this could be cool for the edge of the walls. But I think overall, like this stuff's a little too detailed. I'd have to do like a stylized pass over it. Let's see. Let's go. We can do these. Let's see this. Barrel. Let's go third party. Third party content. I'm trying to get better and not making everything myself. I could just go and make something like this. What is this? The sci-fi kit bash or something. I think it's called. Yeah, sci-fi kit bash. Where's the material? Where's the... Yeah, give me these. Barrel. What is this? Barrel roughness? They really got a copy? Oh, are they two different tops? Okay. I was gonna be like, they really got a copy of the... Alright, we'll just do this. Barrel... And barrel AO. Okay, so move that down here. And then unassign the material. Okay. And from there, see, I would like to something like this, but I think I then don't really use the rest of the pieces. I think this is a nice one. Okay. Put the whole... Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh, we could use those for missives at one point. And we already made them. Okay. Other than that, yeah, I can't use these big things. I don't really have space for them. These aren't bad. Little walls. All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna save that. We're gonna say save so that it correctly does stuff. Migrate. Boom, boom, boom. My project. Yes. Okay. Now what else is there? Whoa. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced this. Is it? It's either Addy at the end or McCaddy? McAdee? Thanks for the follow. Okay, so there we go. That's exported. What we can do now is actually, I wonder. Let's see. I know I have the NVIDIA tool for this. I should be able to blend. I believe they have a thing to pack a map in here, right? Let's see. Let's go over here where that would have imported, which is over in no, so that would be science lab goes third-party content. Okay. Cool. Starter content, third-party content. Okay, close off for now. Hey, how's it going? It was earlier. For me, it just takes it was taking a while. What's called the store? I know had kind of gone down. They were giving away Control, and then they're also giving away 3 months of Discord, which I freaking didn't read beforehand. I kind of hate it. It's only for first-time users, which is dumb. Okay. And then obviously the pre-orders went up for this, and they've got a sale going on. I just don't go through the launcher unless you needed launcher stuff. That's why I just have a desktop shortcut to my game. They did some Lumen. They did a Lumen stream today. It was actually really good. Nice to see. Try doing something. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's because this part slows down when this part slows down, because it's all trying to go hit their web servers first, you know, and they have it all connected. All right. Okay, so that should have. I think it's because this has stuff. Hold on. I think it's because this can just be deleted. Let's try. Yep. Or, I mean, probably not, but it's more so probably the, you know, whatever the authorization, that type of thing is all on the same, like whatever they used before that. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, so this is from Blender. We can delete this one, because freaking I hate that they made that their thing. by default, the Unreal plugin exports to untitled underscore category. Like, just let me pick one. Alright. You see the Elden Ring stuff? I forgot if you were one of the people interested in it. Lots of games were announced today. I took a nap midway through all these announcements, so I think I missed half of them. All of the things, as always. I'm at least importing one third-party content thing, and then I'm gonna explore if that is made from. Yeah. Oh, watch the trailer. They finally came out with the trailer and a release date. And, like, actual, you know, something more than a logo. I posted it on, in, Amber's Discord and mine. That's what the... It basically... I've been seeing it described on Twitter, and hopefully this doesn't count as a spoiler for you guys. Basically, people are going, oh, so it's Dark Souls, but they discovered color. I'm just enjoying that. The what? Oh, I was saying the thing I've been seeing. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Freaking drink some water. Alright, let's see. That is the barrel. Yes, it's very barrel-like. We can probably have this size. It's literally all blue. What's gonna happen? Alright. And then this and this can be its own map. Export. Desktop. Yeah, you should be able to. Alright. Hello? Oh god, please don't open up 5 instances of... You think you'll install everything? Oh god, if you've been claiming the free games, that's a lot of things. Please don't open up 5 instances of Photoshop. The button wouldn't go away, so I kept clicking it. Oh god. I mean, the game... Oh, every... God. That's funny. I forgot that was a game. It would look good. Let's see. Oh god. Yep. I think I gotta... Man, I downloaded Pine because it was free and looked okay. But I gotta play it. Had some interesting little concepts in it. And then I've got on... Because I have Xbox Game, or, you know, Game Pass Ultimate, whatever. I have... I want to... This. I wanted to... I was playing the Star Wars game, and I didn't finish it. And then this can be... We're not gonna make this metal, are we? Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I just gotta finish some games. Like, fail. And then I lost my, or I didn't lose, my, brother, I was letting use my Xbox. So, or I was trying to co-op Battle Borderlands 3. I never got to finish that. Why am I not getting your memos? I mean, I'm missing some memos too. I don't even know what that is. Simple. Oh. It came out like yesterday. See, look. Well, didn't see this on the 8th. This is how I know when the preview comes out. But no, I actually, this is literally why I just, so for anyone that doesn't know, in my Discord, this literally brings in the news channel from the Unreal Slackers stuff. They only do the news stuff, right? And this is literally how I learn everything. It came out 2 days ago. I can tell you for a fact, yeah. Date. There was a stream today. That actually they didn't post about it. Announcements. They didn't post about the stream today. Unreal News. Oh, it's because he posted it. So I don't get it. Interesting. But yeah. It's nice. It doesn't have too much change in it. Most of the changes are for virtual production. I don't see much of anything during the week from working during the day. Yeah. Brag much? We get it. You got a job. No, I'm kidding. Let's go. This one. Masked. RGB, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, don't remind me. The weather here is supposed to be like 113 next week. So, it's gonna be a warm one. Okay. We can actually just do this. Oh. I only take do you mean Kelvin, or do you actually mean Calvin? Because if so, it's about it's going to be warm one tomorrow with humidity. Yeah, I mean it's literally 100 degrees right now at 6 o'clock for me. Damn desert. Oh wait, I apologize. Our thing says it just dropped down. We're like 98 outside. This is literally what my weather looks like next week, okay? is literally, yeah, oh god, I hate it. Oh, it's gross. Hey, we'll only have 3% humidity, you know. It'll be a good 113 out. Yeah, no, I only take temperature in Kelvin. So it's about like 8 ice creams. Like how we've created this lore around Kelvin. Alright, so we can take this and then do a... Currently the humidity is 44. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather it just be neither, you know what I mean? That's why everyone's always like, oh, you know, at least it's a dry heat. Like, you know what, man? I was in California before this. We had humidity and heat. Guess what? I also hated that. Anytime it's above, like, let's say, like, the second it hits above 96, right? Humidity or not, you can have a bad day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get this whole, like, oh, well, you know, mine's humid. Mine, like, no, it's miserable either way. At least to me. Like, yeah, that's what I hear. No, like that's what everyone tells me. You know, like it's 105 out. Like, oh, at least it's a dry heat. Like, yeah, it's freaking dry, so my nose feels like it's gonna fall off because I can't breathe. Like, I need some humidity up in here. Yeah. I mean, I can also get at the same time like the swampiness of like freaking like. I mean, you got that, you know, 50 plus humidity. I mean, even 30 plus, whatever. You know what I mean? It sucks because then it's just soaked on you. But at the same time, like, it sucked either way. No, literally, I hate it because I wake up like not able to breathe. Um, because like there is no humidity, my nose clogs. Freaking my whole throat dries out. Wake up where I can't even move my tongue. It's all dry. So I want like the mix, you know, I want a little bit of humidity. Like give me at least like 10%, okay? I'm tired of this, you know, 2-3%. Yeah. Yep. I need a humidifier. No, that's what I'm saying. Like I've done both, and both freaking suck. And like I'd rather have neither. At the end of the day, though. You know what I mean? Like, at least cold weather, you can just put some stuff on. Like, then again, I've never experienced, I would say, extreme cold, you know, where I'm at. And then I'm from California, so our cold is, you know, 24, 25 degrees. Okay, this actually fits pretty much in. I like it. I mean, there's that too. You do you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't really experienced, like, extreme cold, and I understand that it can create difficulties there. So, like, but in my head, like, I'd rather experience that where you could change it. Where, like, when it's hot out, there's only so much you can do. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Let's get some random barrels and stuff. It somewhat fits. I might change the normal map a little bit, I guess, or come to Frozen Tundra. Yeah, that's what I mean, is like, I can't complain. Anything above, let's see where that's at. True. Very true. Oh, there we go. That's an even more extreme measurement. Do it in the ranking? I've never even heard of this. Maybe I've just not paid attention in anything that taught about this. What is this type of... What is this kind of measurement? I've never heard of that. Ranking? Temperature? Or maybe I have, and then... Like, I feel like this was something that was just brought up. Like, not a lot. That's an interesting one. It's just like the Kelvin scale, just even more messed up. You mean Wisconsin has... Yeah. No, I got you. And freaking, like, that's where I was, like, I've definitely experienced the summer there. The one time I visited my family that lives there. I think it was summer. I'd have to ask. I don't know. I was little. All I know is it's humid as hell. Trust me, I remember those. Okay. Alright, so we got that. We can import this a little, put this a couple areas. I like that it's a little bigger than the barrel I have. And it's one of those things where we can just use it to change it up. You know, whatever. We can make a couple instances so we get color rate. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, man, I have like the randomest hiccups. We've been during summer, yeah. Well, no, it's more so going like, I don't know if it was before spring. Like, I don't remember the exact days. I'd have to ask. That's what I more meant, not... Okay. By the way, for anyone not keeping up that closely, so last night I exported all of the changes we've done in the last week to the UE5 build by just migrating it, obviously. And actually, I mean, it's one of those things where I'm on UE5 main, so it has some changes to it that the other one doesn't. So there's one level I can't play the main level at the moment. And then this stuff still just looks good. Oh, look at this. Look at these icons. Main is stable. Oh, there we go. But it's got some lumen improvements and some other stuff, so I've been trying to keep up. I think I'm gonna do like a weekly or, you know, every 2 weeks build, whatever's the stable thing, just to kind of, I don't know, it's fun to do. You know what I mean? They just added this thing where now it's gonna basically capture your skylight every 5 seconds. Lumberyard, anyone? There's a wood shortage going around. No lumberyard here. Sorry. But yeah, kind of just to keep up with the latest, but also make it where I can kind of see the progress of the game in here. Obviously, I'll need to delete lights and change some settings there. But like this area is coming, this area still looks pretty good. And like overall, I wanted to see what breaks, like the roughness changes or something. I can see numbers up, can't afford it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then here is what I really wanted to see, which is obviously in UE4. This whole scene. Oh, don't know where I'm going. This whole scene's pretty bright. And then we've got this. So I kind of wanted to see what the, you know, what the sequence we were working on would look like in here. I broke all of the things though. I don't know if I actually exported the sequence or not. And I haven't actually ran both of these things. Oh, cool. We're out of focus still. At least that never changed. I still don't know. I still haven't pulled focus in it, so that's good. That's funny. Oh, I should close Photoshop. Today there is like a weird performance issue I have with this, just because some things. All right. Oh, the lighting on that looks just so great. I freaking love it. Now close. Door close automatically. Do you close automatically, door? That would be really cool. I can hear you trying to open again. Oh, look at that! I freaking love it. Oh god, it's so bright in here. We're gonna need to turn down some settings again. Oh god. Okay, so that part doesn't like, that's still in the air. That's weird. It doesn't like this right here. This merged wall. But I just kind of wanted to see what it looks like, because I added, you know, more emissive stuff. So it's nice to see stuff like these. Kind of putting off a little thing. Obviously, I'll have to relight this when it finally gets put in here. Which I'm not going to do anytime soon. But this is close enough where it's like, oh, okay. I just need to make a couple changes to kind of make it look better. In here, we'll probably put like an ambient light so that we don't get any of that lumen noise happening. Do they need, do they need some nails? But I like this right here should show you the change of lumen, right? Like, it's dramatically different. I wonder if we could do like another circle around this, because it's basically the larger the emissive, the more power it has. I'm wondering like how. Oh well, hold on. Oh, it gave me, yeah. Yeah, that's what we wanted. And then this, let's do to like 10, 20. Light up this whole area with that one little box. Yeah. Nice. All right. Yeah, I've definitely got to turn some stuff on and off and discover some things, but it's working out nicely. And then it allows me to kind of play with the new plugins and other stuff that they're putting in at the same time, while kind of keeping the build updated. While not like compromising it, right? So like, you know, I can still work in 4, bring it over here, see what issues get generated. Which reminds me, they have some changes here too. I noticed that they added something, I believe it's for nanite, with the layered material system. To hopefully maybe it's like the strata materials. It doesn't actually do much yet, but it basically makes it where like it's gonna do materials per pixel. Like of I think it's probably maybe what they have for nanite plus the variable shading rate type stuff. I haven't actually looked at it too much, except for a little bit of the commit that added it. Anyways, I like that I just like this right here, like the fact that it's actually dark in here is something I've needed, right? Like, which was basically impossible. This, I don't mind that. That's literally because this is right here still. This, yeah. And I could probably just fix its whoa. Now the whole room's bright? What happened? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh wait, is that all from this now? No way. Whoa. Oh, god dang it. Get out of here. We gotta make it where we can exit those things. Yeah, that's weird. Why is it all bright now? That's probably because of these little walls. Anyways. Close out of that for now. Can't currently open up the other level. I get some kind of error. Let's see if it works this time. Maybe it's like, hey, you're streaming, I'm gonna work. But I don't think so. I believe it's a material thing. Hey, we can compile some shaders. We got about, yep. Okay. Alright, now to this also wonderfully lit scene. Alright. So, it is so weird, the difference. Alright, I actually, give me a second, I'm gonna be right back. I just saw apparently New Line is doing a animated what's it called? Animated God, what are the words? Animated Lord of the Rings prequel, apparently. That's news to me. Okay, so there's little stuff like this that I can do, where like we can make the knife chopping block. That could be an easy little thing. I kind of feel like we just make a little mid-poly model for it. We can these little things. I feel like we need like a little bowl that we can texture. I think that would be nice. I don't have one, right? Bowl. And then overall though, so last night what I worked on off stream was not much. No. I made it where the collectible class is now its own class. So what can happen, instead of just having the limited options of it being a book, we can now change it out. We can now also set to destroy on collect. So when you collect something, oh, it does not do anything. Cool. Never mind. I didn't finish implementing that. Okay, that's something we can do. Okay, so on this, on side notification, so read book, store collectible. Yeah, I guess it would be on any of these. So widget closed. I guess no matter what, it binds to this, right? If I believe that's I believe no matter what this runs, because no matter what, it opens that widget. If destroy on collect is true, then destroy actor. Okay. And then what we'll do is if destroy and collect is true, then when we're initialized as well, what we will do is get this and then get the quest component, I guess. Let's actually check this too. Hold on. I'm gonna go to browse asset, size reference. Okay, so there's something in the function library that's calling the controller interface. So that's what I need to remove or separate out. But this is also only 8 meg, like that's fine. That's not too much, but I don't want it to be referencing pickup base. I'll have to look at that to see. Okay, so it's actually inventory that is. Okay, that makes sense because yeah. We can take that out of the inventory system maybe. And then, because I don't want it to be where this keeps expanding because it, you know, has some weird self-reference to something. Let's see this then. Let's go here. What calls that? Controller. Is it because it gets the game instance? No, it gets the reference viewer. Interesting. The thing this references that. PPI controller interface. Alright, I'll have to look at that. I'm not worried about it right now. That's fine. Okay, so what we can do now, though, is that should destroy itself. And then on this, get this, if we have it, so our collectible has collectible. If we already have it, only if this is true. If we have it, and that's true, check if that true. If then I want you to destroy. And look at that. Alright, there we go. It should destroy it now if it's in the saved game, basically. Because that should wait. But we'll see. Oh, it destroys it automatically. Has collectible. Okay, that makes sense, because we do have collectible life by default. It's in the quest component, right? We can actually check. Inventory. Oh, I can't. Collectibles. Here we go. Book life. Remove. Remove. Perfect. Now it should be here. Life. False. Correct. That is life. But that way we can have it where certain collectibles stay there. Stay in a position. Others don't. I think I should also... So if it's not... I think what the proper thing to do, if it's not collectible... Actually, you should find this too, by the way. I was looking for... the substance file. So I can make other books based on this. Because I was gonna have actual filled out book content. So let's see, enchanted book, blah 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 blah. Nice, cool. So we should have that. Double check it works. Okay, alright, we need to turn off some of the post-process stuff I did for it. These were meant to be like weathered books. So like we'll do an exterior book and then an internal book. But this way I have something to go off of for like page color. So like that's something specifically I'm gonna save out as a because I have some random things added on here for damage wear and tear. Just for some, you know, random spot. God, how do I turn this off? Shadows. Shadows can stay. No, I'm trying to turn off this one right here. There we go. That's a little better. But yeah, so like the book stuff, I wanted to, because I want to make this, I want to make like a book generator. It's something that I've literally tried to do multiple times, but then I forget, and then I look at the asset and I go, oh, well, I need a new book asset. So I created another book asset last night, even though I got this one, and I'll be making some covers and stuff. I think there's two types that I want. There's this type of book, which is a basic plain book that changes color, right? I want to add the feature so that this can have a title on this side and on this side, and be read from the same texture type thing. And then also a book like this where it's more unique, so I can actually hand paint. Sorry, hiccups. So I can hand paint like specific stuff per book, right? So like this one I think is great because I can repaint this and basically get a different book result, right? But what I want to do to make all that work is have it where we come in here, we take like this kind of data, right? I think those are basically the same thing. And then we make that into a smart material is what needs to happen. So like that plus this is the cover, which is great. And then for these ones, you can see the pages are literally this, right? We'll have to customize, like it doesn't need this layer. Let's see. Flow text. It doesn't need this layer. Was this both texts though? Or is that not available? Where's the undertext? Does this version not have it? Interesting. Okay, cool. But that way we can kind of have we can have a nice little. I think I'll delete that. Yeah. Let's go. Where is it? So opacity's there. Flow text. This is the one thing that needs to be deleted. And other than that, this can become, let's call it like VK pages. Book worn pages. So now we just right click this because it's on a folder, and you just say create smart material. Boom. Now we have this everywhere as an option. I do wish I could render it better. That's one thing I always notice is my things end up like blank. I know why. On this instance, it's because I have a mask on here. So if we remove this mask and then do it, there we go. So delete that one. Rename this one. Nope. Come on. There we go. That's pretty cool too. And it's a mistake I make every time. It's because I forget the mask is there, and but this way we can kind of use these same colors, use this same mask, and it will be kind of universal if we paint something else that's supposed to be an outside book versus inside book. Which we could actually do. We could go, okay, well, this is a worn book. What does a new book look like? We'll probably keep that. I think the main things would be these. So the outer layers. But I still would want to keep some of that dirt, like these. Specifically, where are these? Okay, delete that. Delete that. Okay, delete that. Delete that. And now you should be... I mean, I think this is a major one right here. For sure. Okay, that makes it a little harder. So that's where some of the noise I like comes in. So we can remake this as another version. The reason I say that is because I'd rather keep this noise and stuff. We'll do that later. Because I'll have to remake another layer that can do that, right? That seems fun. Okay, cool. That means I can update the books that I have already ready to go. And then we can go to, let's go here. And that way everything can be universal and kind of match a little better. Even if they're different, you know. So I opened up Discord on my side and I see someone in there is like, I worked in Unreal with the voxel plugin for 5 hours today and then it crashed. And it's like, you didn't autosave? Someone said, and they were like, I didn't think it would crash. They're using Unreal 5. I'm like, dude, it's gonna crash. So tired? Hey, how's it going? You're good. I'm also tired. Okay, so we've got that. That'll be good for that setup. And then what else I had started that, but I was doing something else. Okay, so we got that book set up. You can now destroy on collection. It's 4 a.m. Oh, wow. Thank you very much for showing up then, eh? Also, I should do this. I realize I haven't introduced the game for anyone that hasn't seen it before. This stream, I normally like to do this every hour or two, you know. This is my action-adventure game. I'm working on it forever now. No, this is like the player starting zone to teach them, you know, the basics. And then once we get out of here, it becomes a much more open world game. Let's go. All right. So I like to say it is a Zelda-like game. It is open world. We've got our little slime guys here. And then the goal of the game is to basically kind of just explore an adventure, right? Discover what creatures are around. You can either fight them or just kind of learn how to maybe get past them. I want to give them all like kind of weaknesses that you can do to instead of fighting them. RPG, I kind of say like a more lighter on the RPG side. There's still definitely going to be that type of content in the game. This is like the first dungeon I'm planning out. And just, I'm getting the content done at the moment for the lab area first. I do everything. So, both? Yes. There's going to be environmental hazards and stuff, but the end goal of the game is basically this. Corruption is spreading around the world. And you'll have to kind of stop it in its paths if you can. So yeah. Yeah, no, I'm everything on this project. This is a solo game. Everything you see in the game, I've made. I need to really fix that. I've been working on it about 2.5 years. Or at least 2.5 years ago, I rebooted the game I was making, and this is what it's become. We got our little watermelon guys. And a lot of that spent learning Unreal, learning more about stuff. Yeah, it's kind of huge, but it's like, it's small at the same time. Like, I kind of try to keep it at a reasonable scale. You can tell, this is the unfinished area. So the overall goal of the game is, like, I'm one person, so I can't work on it forever. So I want to have, like, about 2 dungeony things like this. Maybe more, depending on things, but so far, about 2. We're gonna have these. How do I fix the issue with the big map rendering? Do you render the whole map at the same time? Unreal kind of handles that for you. The map LODs. This is still the map LODs based on distance and other stuff. I'm also using virtual textures, so I would say you still have to handle the memory of the landscape, which can be a lot. I don't use world composition because it's actually not that big of a map. It just looks that way. Yeah, Unreal handles basically everything. They do a lot of smart things in the background for you, especially for something like landscape, which is built in. Oh, yeah, play. I forgot I broke stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things where I've kind of built the game where it feels large, or hopefully will feel large, while also still maintaining like a level of scale that is somewhat reasonable for me. And I say that even though it's totally overscoped, but at the same time, what's left is planned out. You know what I mean? So it will hopefully be easier to get done. I do a lot of reuse and content like that. This is UE4, but I do already have it. Like I have it running in UE5 as well. But UE5 right now is in early access, so it's not really meant to be used for production builds. So I actually have what I do is I'm gonna, like, my plan at the moment is like every 2 weeks or so, migrate everything that's in here over to the UE5 build. I actually did it last night, so we have everything. And then kind of just see how it looks. Overall, the most that I'm going to get from UE5 is like the look of everything. At the moment, there's not like, or the features that I would want aren't fully implemented, like world data layers and stuff, where they still have a lot of issues with them. But that would be really fun because then you can instantly load a map and have some fun with that, like Ratchet and Clank. But other than that, like it's all UE4, and then I've just done a lot of work on it, and one day. Alright, we got our little crab guy. I gotta make some more enemies types, by the way. That's something that is on the list. Because I kind of want it to just be where you're exploring and finding all sorts of stuff, whether it's bugs, whether it's, you know, kind of that slime rancher feeling of discovery. But yeah, it's a long process. The game's gonna be single player. It would take too much to design a multiplayer game, and I didn't do it with the intention of multiplayer. So that rock's moving. Get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what how I saw it. It's like, I could do some basic multiplayer stuff, but the issue is, like, it would then be basic, and you kind of don't want that for multiplayer. I'd want a comprehensive, like, okay, you have to design around it, so you have to do a lot of world. You can't kind of just hack away at your player controller and stuff. Like, you gotta do a lot of specific things where I'd probably be a lot further behind if this was multiplayer, and I'm already pretty far behind. Because I way overscoped it at the time, but we're getting there. My goal is maybe in the next 6 months to do a Kickstarter or be able to release it. But I want to be able to hire some people for music and other parts of the game. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. Yeah, you do. I take it by your name. Do you play FPS games or make them? You're never sure with. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely heavily inspired by like Zelda games and just that kind of open world, rather than like you make them and play them. Nice. Okay. You're never sure when it comes to like the game dev section of Twitch. People with like something in their name or games. It's either you're making games or you play games. But yeah, the goal is to kind of almost want like that little Pokemon Snap style stuff where you can kind of learn more about these, and I don't know. I guess not Pokemon Snap. That's where like Slime Rancher comes in handy. As I'm looking at the slimes, they were there before I saw Slime Rancher. But yeah, let's see. Let's go back to that other level. Thank you. Yeah, it's what if we turn on real time, you can actually see everything moving. I actually have to fix some stuff with this material. But they actually bounce and if they let's see. Let's add some pickups to the world. So if we add some little let's see, I'll pick up one of these. He's bound to. Even on accident. So if we just play, or is there no, oh, here, I'll throw it at you. So these guys actually, it's part of the broken. I think it's broken again. Dang it. Okay, these guys aren't collecting. It's fine. But they're supposed to collect those. And then you'll kill them. And basically like, oh, this guy's been alive and he collected some, oh, god damn it. I'm out of range for him. I need to rebuild the nav volume in this area. But basically, like, you can, so we'll be able to throw stuff at him. I think I changed the collision volume. Or the collision type. Whoa. That looks weird in first person. Also, that's not bad. I don't mind a floating apple if you're... How's it going, Toro? Okay, so let's see what's happening there, actually. So this should be... doing pretty good. Let's, add, both. There's some blueprints, and the majority of it's blueprints, and then some of it is C++. Okay, so vehicle type, right? It should be... The game I'm making, I'm working on an action-adventure game. I like to say it's Zelda-like. Seen on... What's this mesh have? I'll show a little more of it in a second. I'm trying to... Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so it should overlap. Because we're getting... Let's do that. Yeah, blueprints are made, they're... Okay. What's wrong with the apple? I wonder if it's just the apple. or if it's like the, like if we change this to a pot. Right. This just doesn't have the animation. I've broken the, basically I replaced the player animations. They were all done with Meximo, but I've started making my own rig. Working on a cool Superman game, but the animations cost too much. Attempted to make your own. Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of trying to make my own with that. That's why we look a little silly there. It's because I'm just learning the system, see how it's supposed to go. But yeah, what I was trying to say is I have opened this in UE5. So, like, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, and honestly, if you're making games too, I'd love to see them sometime. Maybe not so late. And yeah, I appreciate the follows, guys. So this is the game in UE5. I've got to, because of Lumen, I've got to relight it. So I haven't really been too focused on doing it in here. But as you can see, it definitely gives it a lot more depth. This area, and even in here, like, this room's not dark in the UE4 version of the game. Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's also time zones. Alright. But I was just opening that to a little preview, right? So I have opened it in UE5. It looks good. But it's something I'm doing like every couple weeks. I'll test it just to make sure it still works. So what is happening here? So pick up base. On player dropped. And okay, hold on. Okay, so on detachment player, collisions get enabled. Wait, why am I setting it twice? Okay, so collision gets enabled on this. And then collisions also get enabled on this. Oh, am I just hitting? Okay, that could make sense. We should just do hashtag. If it's hashtag pickup, pick it up. Otherwise, don't pick it up. That'll simplify this. And I don't gotta worry about this whole collision stuff. I'm thinking what it is pickup here. Gets physics immediately. So it's reading from, so like here. If we skip this. No, you don't simulate. I guess we need to simulate a little bit. Nope, still would. Okay. That's interesting. How long have I been using UE4? I've been using UE4 itself since it went free. Before then, I did use the UDK. But I'd never released a game in it. And then before that, I was using Construct. I've used CryEngine, Unity, what was it, like Torque Engine, FPS Creator. But UE4, since it went free, like I think like 3 months after that, I started using it. I've released 3 games with it. Do you prefer UE4? In general, compared to everything, yeah. If I was making another, I gotta restart this. I hit something on this level and it made it where my texture streaming pool messes up, and I know it's a bug. And yeah, compared to everything else I've ever used, yes. And blueprints and the way their material system works, it makes a lot more things accessible to me than if I was using another engine. And then I believe that you're super new to it. Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I definitely don't mind stopping a stream or you know, not stopping this, but, you know, stopping whatever I'm doing and trying to help people, as long as it's a reasonable question. Like, I don't mind jumping around. But yeah, we have, I prefer it, if I was doing 2D games still, I would probably be working in, like, Construct 3, because that's a great engine. All right, there we go. Yeah, so for some reason I have this weird thing where if I select the landscape, or one of the water components, I run out of. It's not a weird thing. I understand why it happens, but there's just a loading error at the moment. So let's see what is happening here. Because we had fixed this, and I know for a fact I had fixed it. On upon scale, on any damage, on hit, on overlap. Okay, so actor event overlap. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm literally checking. Do you have the tag? Even this. Let's do on hit. Right? Custom. Is it because I replaced the mesh? And the mesh now has collision, no collision, no collision, no, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Let's see this. What if I do, instead of actor being overlap, do this? Because sometimes those events break. The undefeated. Let's see what that is. Oh, cool. So, like, it's a superhero game? Yeah, I actually know someone from back when I did, when I was doing, like, 2D games. Let's see. I think his name's Ben. Ben something. Ben Fleet. Ben. Someone I'm following. Ben Hale. Is this who it is? Where he's making, like, a 2D game as well, based on, like, superhero concepts that he had started in, like, 3D stuff. Let's see if we can see some good posts for him. Yeah, but he's definitely, like, he's still learning. He's still learning the engine and stuff like that, and overall. But I followed, he used to do stuff with the Construct, but now there's, so he's trying to work on his own little superhero thing with the engine. It actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, like, it's definitely still very early. I think he had released the game on, like, for Construct, but now is, working on this kind of stuff. And, like, this, I would love to do this kind of stuff. This is fun. That little 2D stuff, I don't know. I think overall I need to, oh, man. I want to, so I got some ideas for, like, little small projects that I want to maybe start. But it's one of those things where I know I'd want to release it. And just the fact that you release a game makes it automatically not a small project anymore. Just in case you don't know. Because there's so much you gotta worry about. Or it's just like, oh, does the start menu work? Working. Actually, hold on. Is it because of this? Let's see. That said have tag pickup. These guys tagged correctly? Because maybe I tagged. Yeah, tag pickups. Tag. Okay, does it need to be on here, maybe? Let's do this. I said actor has tag, right? Actor has tag. Yeah. So we should be able to get this. Let's add a breakpoint right here. Add breakpoint. Okay, so we should be able to. Oh, I can't aim right now because the animation's not in. I went through it almost. Let's see. Come on, come down the hill. What the heck? That was weird. All right, get in there. Okay, so you're still colliding with things, but you don't collide with me. Oh, that is so weird. Come on. Should I just say overlap all on something? Why? Show collision. Yeah, it should be overlapping right there. I shouldn't even be hitting this, because this right here is overlapping with that. Oh god, as it jumped at me. What are some easy game concepts that you guess for beginners? I think it depends on what kind of stuff you want to do. I always, so like overall, besides just concepts, but also just, like not just game concepts, but overall to learn, Unreal has some basic like template projects, like a top-down, game, you know, FPS, whatever. But I always recommend people to come in here, and this will kind of give you a good feeling of, using blueprints and using the engine. Is you can actually come in here, and there's a content examples project, and you can learn so much about the editor, how to use it, right here. Other than that, there are some other ones. So like there are some like basic types here. You know, if you want to make a vehicle game, whatever. Those things are kind of outdated though. But like, I think whatever the idea you have, start small. And then build up each game, right? But those, like, this was my first game here. We'll, so I don't have all my games listed anymore, but we still have Lava. And, like, so this was my second, I want to say second, yeah. Yeah, second Unreal game, okay? This is how simple it is. Right? It is literally just going left and right. If you touch the lava, you die. So it's all about surviving for a little bit. Yeah, no, I mean, I understand that. Even this project's so big that it's taking so long that it's hard to go by, so I've been making little projects. But this is all the project is, right? I would recommend people, they hate hearing it because every single person says this, but if you want to make something that's like Pong or Tetris, that's a good starter project. The reason why is, and I think a lot of people don't realize this, they go, oh, that's an easy, simple game. I hate it. I don't want to do that. But it touches every part of the engine, at least a little bit. Because you're going to work with widgets. You're going to work and actually understand how to create a game loop. You know, game starts, game ends. And that kind of gets your brain into that programming mindset of like, okay, how do we, you know, if we do this, do this. If we do this, do that, you know. So like this is how simple this was. This was so that I could learn the camera system and learn how to possess pawns. That is literally what I made this game for. It was good. Sold a lot. It's free. I gotta make my other games available again. But like that's literally how simple it was. And it was I learned the material system in it. And did other stuff. right? But it doesn't, like, it looks good because I've updated since I released it, and like it's for mobile, and but like, so think about little game ideas like that, right? It could be I went and played like mobile games and saw what they were doing. I wanted a game where you could play it with um two fingers. And then like my other game I have, you play with one hand, one finger to make sure that it's accessible. Um, and like it's one of those things where you got to think of like, okay, so the game you want to make is that superhero game, right? Think about the features you want in that game. Like this is what I did specifically. The camera system used in here, I use it in here, right? So like I use some aspects of it to adjust the camera based on if the player's next to something or not. That same exact thing, I did it for a reason. It's so that I could reuse stuff from there. Um, and so like that's how I personally think about it. Is like that's the type of stuff you want, right? So instead of making that big game, break those down, right? Make an endless game, right? Where you're just flying. Because then, not only are you making the feature you want and can import it later, you're also perfecting it, right? You're making it where it's no longer this initial idea, but actually, you know, feels pretty good. So, like, make it where it's an endless flying game. You know, that does well. You don't even have to sell it. You can just put it on itch or something like that, or just leave it alone. I personally say release it because then you have to do other aspects that you wouldn't normally do. Yeah, exactly. You can release a game that is that I want to say basic, but I don't actually mean basic. Like that kind of like small kind of thinking of like exactly. And the nice thing is like so if you release it, the difference is if you don't release it, you probably won't do things that you would do for a release game. That means making a start menu. You want to know how you can tell I haven't released this game except for alpha testers? This is the start menu in this game. Right? It's a terrible map, and it's because it's not my current thinking. But now I have this initial menu. I have an initial log, you know, animation. There's a save system. We can continue or do new game. But I had to do these functionalities that I wouldn't normally do. Right? So like it will be one of those things where you can get those little things you want done, and then also realize the scope that you didn't really plan for, right? Making an animation, making, you know, when you pick up something, there has to be a sound for it. When you die, you have to, you know, loop back correctly, rather than just like, okay, I made it just for this one flying feature. And you can have a cool game. And honestly, something like that, you can spend 2 weeks on and have something that's releasable. You know what I mean? And that's honestly what I recommend. Because then, you have something. People can see the type of work you're doing, the type of progress you're making, and it gets more eyes on your final game. Type of thing. That's actually why I wanna work on a small project at the moment. But I keep stopping myself. Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, I have that same issue. I made this whole area with art before I blocked it out. Now I'm having issues where I need to redo tons of art and redo how the layout is because I didn't plan it out like I should have. Like this. This door can't be opened because these are sliding doors. Where are they going to slide into? So now I have this. Heck, I think this also slides into nothing right there. But there's all sorts of those little things. Alright, find the code, blah, blah, blah. And like game dev's just kind of like that, right? as a whole, where like I think eventually you'll learn like it's okay to let go of certain things. Some people don't want to remake something because they spent time on it, but you might have spent 5 hours on something the first time, but then spent 20 minutes remaking it, and it's 1,000 times better because you've learned since then, right? That doesn't mean you're going to spend that time every single time you learn, go back through all your assets and remake them, because sometimes you just got to be happy and ship it. Okay, so either way, let's do this. How big is this knife block? How big is the average knife block? I guess 50 by, okay. Yeah, that's a problem that a lot of people have. It's not just you or me or, okay, so let's make this. So I'm opening up Blender. I had said earlier that I want to make assets for the kitchen. So I'm gonna do a bowl type. We have cups technically, but I don't actually like their model, so I might remodel the cups. And then we'll do just to have stuff on the counters, right? Like I've got the basic plate. And the funny thing is, like, some of this stuff I make the mistake of going, oh, you know what? We'll just do this to, you know, be lazy, and then it's like, okay, well, that ends up costing me time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like maybe like a little futuristic, like, drink dispenser. And like, some kind of things over here. Just to kind of give that, environmental aspect of it, that, and like this needs to be replaced. This is from a game jam, thing, so. But yeah, just to give that kind of environmental storytelling, like, I want to do little notes in here. I'm gonna do little, I'm gonna finish these poster sets, that I have. I don't know what I want to do for this. I want it to be some, like, lame, like, almost seem like an overseer type thing, where it's just like, you know, good, blah, blah, good cadets clean their dishes. Something like that, or good. Yeah, I don't know. But we're going to make a file for just kitchen assets. Just save this as assets. Kitchen assets. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, like, some kind of, but I want to almost like mock that idea of the, yeah. We're supposed to be like, it's not your choice that you're in this area. Kitchen assets. Kitchen props. But that's kind of how I plan on doing, like, some of, like, the storytelling of the game. Because there's not going to be really much. So instead, what I'm going to do is have it where, you know, there's random items that, like, if you look at them and actually read what's on it, you can be like, oh, okay, this is some weird things happening here. When do you think this game will be released? I think it depends on a lot of stuff. I'm hoping for, like, in the next 6 months to make some major milestones. Because I've finished a lot of, like, gameplay features that I want implemented. So now it's all about, like, putting them in the world. So, like, I have quests and things like that, but now I just need to, you know, add a trigger to activate a quest. But the actual, like, system behind it's all in there. But I've been working on this for about 2.5 years. And I'm hoping to maybe in 6 months or so, either get Kickstarter funding and kind of go into a bigger early access, or be closer to release. Is that too long or not enough time? Do you think I was working on it shorter than that? More than that? Oh god. Yeah, and I've worked on some other games during that same time. Um, but yeah, my goal is to kind of get it done soon. Or if not done, then I'm gonna have another game that I'm gonna be ready to ship, and you know what I mean, like, uh, and I say that not because I'm in a rush or anything like that, but more so because interesting. So I don't actually want that on the outside. So let's do this for now, and then we will apply this. But yeah, no, it's games take time, basically. Uh, long story short, in case you don't know, uh, it's already way too high poly for the damn bowl, but and we got nanite coming, right? Base with Devours, yeah, that's also on my list of props to make. Um, got a little list I got. Got a little list of planned stuff. Okay, so let's go like this. Like that. There we go. And then from there, apply. Which playlist is this? It's the beats to stream to on the soundtrack by Twitch. You should be able to actually hover over the stream and hit soundtrack info, and it should take you to it. Yeah. That looks like a bowl, right? I'm doubting myself over here, like, okay, we've got the something like detailed enough, but not too much. We'll do like this. Please mark sharp. Mark sharp. And then from there, right? Yeah, we would do this. Okay. All right. Delete. I'll fix this later. This is just going to be a temp, like stand-in. What the heck? Oh, I thought that should work. There we go. Yeah, don't do that, because then it weights it to one side. Same thing here. But okay, cool. So this will be segment underscore bowl. Yeah, it's a little too nice. Now let's go like this. I'm probably just gonna assign a basic like auto material to it, and then we're gonna go like this. So from there, I said knife block, right? Knife block. Let's see, like a fancy one, right? I guess they could have like a wood knife block, you know? Then that's something that's recognizable. Either way, how big's the knife block? And thank you, by the way. Okay, let's see. So like, I don't know, like 16 inches? Something like that. Let's go. Centimeter. 35. Okay. So that cube, and it is F9. Oh, F9. 0.35. No, that's not it. Yeah. Isn't it 0.3? What did I do? Hold on. God dang it. The cube. Yeah, it's saying a knife block would be this big. But would it? That's huge. Is this not in meters? Is this in something else? This part? Because how would this be in... What's one? For the... Oh, am I seeing the wrong... Oh, okay. That's meter. Got it. Oh, we might be way tiny then on that bowl. That bowl might be really, really tiny. I need to... Whoop. We'll export it to check our size. I was gonna say, this thing's like insane compared to that bowl. And you're telling me it's... Okay. So that's just for the height. And then we'll probably... I'll just eyeball it. Okay, so... Standard block. And they're normally actually like this, right? They normally do like a... something closer to this. Oh. I should do a cut here. Add a little like bottom area. But overall, I think basically what I'm gonna do to this is say fix that scale, right, and then just do a bevel. All the corners, smooth, auto. Right, weighted, and then just create little circles. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, I should be streaming. I try to stream almost daily, around the same time. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create little, basically gonna do little planes. Yeah, no problem. Hope they helped. Alright, so scale X. Basically gonna like fake little coverings for it, right? instead of actually making them. We'll do like the little knife holes. Or I'm gonna say like boom, inset. Something like that, and then like that. And then there. Okay, something like that, and then we'll make the metal. Basically, what the plan is for those. Maybe do like a bevel on the corners of them. I don't know. We'll see how they turn out. Let's assign another material though too. This will be metal. I should be right back too. Okay. So this will be kitchen block. I wish there was a way to just export with, I guess it wouldn't work on this. This is going to be knife block. Selected as, or no, let's do both. It'll be fine, I can re-import it. And then let's go to like the plates, models, buildings. Let's do props, kitchen. And I'll organize all this stuff to the assets I already have that are in the wrong spot. Or, now wrong spot. Oh, is it G? Yeah, assets, props, kitchen assets, knife block. Let's see the scale compared to the one that I had in here. I mean, it's probably a more realistic scale. The bowl is still tiny. That is very tiny. Very tiny bowl. But more realistic knife block. Needs a little bit taller. A little wider. And then we will do metal. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh, metal on those. And then wood, so walnut. Like type thing. And then I'll probably actually just build the right type of thing in it. So that it correctly is there. Okay, so first things first, we're going to scale both up because stylization means it doesn't matter if it's super accurate as long as it's mostly. And then from there, I actually want to scale this way. Oh. Scale that way, and then we'll also do a thing down. And then this, just scale a little more. It can be a larger bowl. That's fine. My guy's a fatty. So that's type much bowl. Okay, both those are now the same. We should create a little knife that can be used in this. I think it needs this type of thing. So most knife holders that are designed like this have basically like a little extension midway. That is a clearly separated piece. Or if it's not, it's done well. In a way that where like this can meet back up. Oh. And then this here does like this. Right? And we'll do a little sometimes they're a little different, sometimes the same, whatever. I'm gonna have two, like a scissors slot or something there, and then we'll have to do the same kind of bevel that we did. And like down here should match. It's okay that it has a gap. That kind of makes it almost seem a little more realistic. Using my book. There we go. Wonder. Like this. Let's just flatten these normals. So if I say flatten. No? No shade flat? Okay. Maybe we should I guess we could put like a support loop there. We could do a couple little things. Either way though, I like this. This is a little better. I don't know, little knives. And we'll copy like one of these down. I'll have to fix that normal. It's bugging me. That would be this way. Technically, I guess. How would this be? 90. And then like this. And like this. I don't wanna. Now let's do this. Let's go create that. Do that basic. There we go. That seems a lot better now. I think overall we could create this way. But now we got a little knife block. And it's usable, right? Looks pretty great to me. All right. Let's see though. Let's go over here. So let's see. I'll probably recreate that plate that I have. And we'll create this as well. Where a lot of this stuff wasn't necessarily UV'd when I made like the base model of it. Goddamn. Okay. Smart unwrap. Apply all transforms. Okay. Yeah, that works for those. But yeah, so there we go. This one can be exported. Knife, selected objects. Good. So now this should be a nice little block. And it's UV'd, so we can actually see it now. Oof, that looks so much better. Just have like a little thing here. We'll do like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I feel like I could just make tons of props for it in here. And have it feel great. You know what I mean? But you know what? I think I'm actually gonna call it. I started the stream late today. It was a little slower day, but we got a model done. We looked at some bug fixes. We logged some. But I did labs and some other stuff today where I'm tired. But let's go to. Let's see if anyone's online, so I can raid. Either way, I'll be back on tomorrow. If anyone, if you guys, here we go. Stop. If you guys like, if you guys want to learn more about the game and stuff like that, feel free to follow. Follows are appreciated. You can also join on the Discord or follow me any of these places. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping in. Thanks for the follows today. I really do appreciate it. It's helped grow the channel. Especially lately, I've noticed. So you guys are great. All right. So anyway, see you guys later. We're gonna go check out what Stopp's working on. It's probably some character stuff. And yeah, have a good night. Even whatever it is for you.